The trick is that if you angle your blade, well, you can play with it today in the water, it's gonna help you go straight line, okay? So you guys ready for an adventure today? Oh, cool. Okay, let's grab your board. So cold!
I'm Tony Brown, I'm the CEO of Outfit Moray. So today we are doing a paddleboarding and kayaking session for one of the local primary schools who are as part of their activities week.
And is this kind of fairly typical of the things that you offer?
It is, yes. We offer a wide range of activities, both on land and on the sea and on the rivers, but the activities are usually tailored to what the group are trying to achieve. They might be working towards a proficiency award in a particular activity, or it might be introducing them to new activities that they haven't tried before and perhaps signposting them to the local clubs.
So tell me how the charity got going 21 years ago.
So the charity was started largely in response to disinvestment in outdoor learning that was happening during the 90s due to government cuts. And the founder of the charity, Ian Jameson, he worked in outdoor learning at the time and was concerned that young people were going to miss out on all of the opportunities and the benefits that outdoor learning brings. So he decided with a group of like-minded friends to start the charity. And we've just been going from strength to strength for the last 21 years.
You don't want to go too much behind you, because look at what's happening to me. Yeah? Do I look stable? No.
It's not just outdoor skills, is it? It's not just learning how to go out in a paddleboard or a kayak. It's all the other stuff as well, the confidence and teamwork.
There's a lot of soft skills involved in the outdoors. Confidence, as you say, self-esteem, improvements when they achieve things in the outdoors. But one of the biggest benefits is building resilience. And we know that there are a lot of young people who, as a result of the COVID pandemic, have been struggling with their own personal resilience to get out and do things. And this is such a good way of building resilience in young people, because they have to cope with the weather, the environmental factors when they're out and about, as well as they're learning new skills at the same time. And that is a challenge in itself, which when they succeed, gives them a huge boost.
And are you always adding new activities to your portfolio?
Yes, we recently, in the last few years, added whitewater rafting into the portfolio, which has been fantastically well received. It's a great activity for team building, because if the team don't all work together, the raft doesn't go anywhere. So having the opportunity to do that on the River Spey and the River Findhorn as well, giving young people exposure to these fabulous waterways that run through Moray that they wouldn't otherwise get out on, and getting the perspective of looking at it from the river rather than from the banks. We talk to the young people about the natural world when they are out and about with us, and we can see things like changes in erosion patterns. When we're paddling over at Kingston, for instance, we can see the shifting shingle banks over time, and we can talk to them about that and the impacts that things like climate change are having on the natural environment. And if they then want to take that further, do more about it, try and make a positive difference, then that's really helpful.
What's it like running a charity like this when funding must always be at the back of your mind? And as we know, funds are tight.
It is a real challenge. We know that cost is the biggest barrier to participation for young people and families in terms of involvement in the outdoors, because a lot of these activities are not very cheap in terms of equipment and so on to put on. So we see it being critically important at this particular time to raise as much funds as we possibly can in order to create the opportunities in a way that are accessible for the majority of people to be able to take part in. And we've seen since the COVID pandemic an enormous increase in challenges that young people are facing, particularly around rising levels of anxiety, and some of that is manifesting in rising levels of non-attendance in formal education. And we can provide a significant input to try and help support those young people and get them back into education, get them back feeling more confident and able to engage in life in general, because otherwise there's going to be a whole generation of people missing out. And the costs of what we do are also rising. So you've got what's often referred to as a perfect storm of rising need and rising costs, both of which mean that there's enormous pressures on the finances of the charity to be able to try and keep up.
I'm Carter Geddes. I'm a trainee at Outfit Moray. So I started volunteering spring last year, and then volunteered all throughout summer, and then went into a traineeship into September, and then I've been doing that since.
And did you come on trips like this when you were a youngster at school?
Yeah, mostly through high school. Did a few, yeah.
And what was that like for you?
It was good, yeah. Got out of school, so I was pretty happy for that.
Am I detecting there that you didn't love school?
Yeah. I just like being outdoors, can't really sit still me, so just like doing stuff really.
My name is Karen Cox and I'm the community and corporate fundraiser as well as an administrator.
We're just watching some of the children kayaking and paddleboarding just now. How does it make you feel when you see that?
I'm incredibly proud of what Outfit Moray does and the difference they make to the lives of the young people on our activities. And you can see it even when if they've been out for a day, if they've been out on several activities or done one of our long-term programs. You know, the difference in them, they just stand taller, their shoulders are back, and you can just see that just gives them that little bit of extra confidence. And it's just really good to see.